easily. Going hard till I met the case and my God get the greedy me. I can't name another lesson out here really seeing me.
What's good, YouTube? Finally, after months and months and months and months, coming out with another workout video. Y'all stay tuned, it's gonna be a good one. I woke up feeling great. As y'all saw, it ain't 5 p.m. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. Ain't no such thing as like, oh no, I didn't have time. Like, we all have the same 24 hours. It's up to you what you decide to do with any of those hours, right? But anyways, you know, already know how I get down. It's gonna be a full body routine. The routine will be in the description box. Without further ado, I'm gonna head to the gym, get my mind right, and I'll see y'all there. Alright guys, so I began this workout routine with some sumo deadlifts, and for the past few weeks now, I've been starting my full body workouts with one of the big four movements: squat, bench, overhead press, deadlift, or some sort of variation of one of those four movements. And today what I did was just add weight after every single set, but I wouldn't necessarily say I was following a pyramid rep set scheme, because I wasn't necessarily hitting 2 to 3 reps short of failure for the given weight. I was just loading the weight, hitting it for a good amount of reps, nothing in mind, you know, just hitting it a good amount of times based off feel, and then I would end my set. And I did this all the way up until I hit 5 plates for 2 reps, which y'all will see here in a little bit. But when it comes to these full body workouts, it's not necessarily you're hitting every single muscle group every single day, because people when they ask me like, hey, what are you working out today, and I always tell them every day's full body, is because I'm not necessarily doing the same exact movements every single day, you know. So again, I emphasized sumo deadlifts for this workout, just again so I'm getting a good amount of frequency on a deadlift variation. Alright, so I ended up hitting 4 plates before this set for 5 reps, but the video footage was honestly so shitty I did not want to use it whatsoever. But please take my word for it that I didn't just jump from 3 plates to 455. But I ended up hitting this one for a double, you know, pretty clean, you know, went a lot slower than I wanted it to, but for the most part, form did not break down. And that's another thing I want to touch base on.
Let's rip it up!
Comes to choosing the weights of your movements, you need to make sure that your form is the #1 priority. Technique goes out the window. You already can expect yourself to not make the most amount of gains that you could have with that movement. Alright, it's one thing to train hard, but again, at the end of the day, you want to train smart and you want to train efficiently. So followed by those sumo deadlifts, I decided to get some volume work with conventional deadlifts. Just did 2 sets of 7 with 365. You know, nothing too big for at least myself, you know, based off the amount of weights that I can touch efficiently, right? It's all about control. And then followed by those conventional deadlifts, I decided to do this barbell complex where every rep I decided to add a rep, and these are just Pendlay rows to conventional deadlifts. So it's just a set of 10, but again, every rep I'm adding a rep. The first rep is 1 rep of both, then the second is 2 of both, and so on and so forth until I did 4 each. Don't knock it till you try it. This will definitely test your endurance. This will definitely test your overall testicular fortitude. Then followed by that barbell complex of a row to deadlift were some good old strict barbell overhead presses. Not a push press, a strict barbell overhead press. And I really just worked on focusing on controlling the negative from the bottom. Try to have it to where I was doing around a 3 count. So not 3 seconds, but more like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See? Yeah, I was getting that hoe. So I ended up doing this for just 3 sets of 8. Again, I wasn't having this as a main movement this day. Then followed by the overhead press. Decided to do 3 sets of 20 with just some barbell upright rows. And the way I do these upright rows and also my shrugs is at the bottom I'll lean forward just so I could get a further stretch on my traps, because that is the muscle group that I'm focusing on when performing this movement. And also I'm thinking to drive my elbows up, making sure that they are always higher than my hands, never the other way around. Really emphasizing driving those elbows up, squeezing the traps, pausing briefly at the top, and then controlling the weight back down. Alright, and for you bicep gurus, y'all appreciate this last movement I did for this workout. Some good old-fashioned barbell curls. Really good, great mass builder for your biceps if they're trash or they're just lagging in general. Again, I'm not really thinking about swinging and jerking. I'm really making sure that my biceps are the one doing all the work, so they're the one getting the majority of the stimulation. I'm not focusing on moving the weight at this point, rather I'm focusing on keeping my shoulder blades pinched back like I showed y'all, and just curl, squeezing your biceps as hard as you can. The full body workout. As you saw from the video, the main movement that I emphasized today was my deadlifts, and I'll either start with that, a barbell back squat or front squat, overhead press, or a bench press, and I'm gonna do anywhere from 4 to at most 10 sets of that, and then I'll follow it with some accessory work like you just saw. And I'll typically do 3, no more than 4 sets, because I'm not gonna waste all my energy on those accessory movements. I'd rather put that energy either on the first movement that day or on another day. But if you try out the routine, let me know, leave a comment, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, and I'll keep more content coming your way. Y'all have a good one. Peace.